Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining me. This is Venom here, and this is my first episode. And I'm gonna start the episode off just talking about this story that I heard. So, this story comes from a website to meet kinky people, but I use this site, to meet people with the same interest as me or whatever. And on the site, I came across this young lady, 23 years old, pretty young, and then she expressed on the website that she wanted to do another gangbang. And I'm like, whoa. First of all, I'm like, okay, you want to do a gangbang? I'm like, okay. But then I'm like, another one? So that means, you did some previously? And then I asked her like how many you did. And then she was like, oh, I already did 3 gangbangs. And I'm like, what? This is crazy. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong or whatever. Like, you could do whatever you want to do, okay? I'm not here to stop you. I'm not here to say, no, that's wrong, that's bad, whatever. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But like 23 years old, fine young black woman too. She fine, young and black. I was looking at her pictures. Look real cute and innocent. And you mean to tell me you already been in 3 gangbangs? And this is not like, where it's like her and just 2 other niggas. Like, even though that's still, pretty, like in my eyes, that's pretty like, nah, I can't be with you if you did that. But like her gangbang experiences were with like 5+ men. So it's not, just 2 homies tag teaming. It's 5 people. It's the whole football team. It's the whole basketball starting 5, So that's pretty crazy. But yeah, let me read the messages that I had with her. So I hit her up. I was like, hey, I want to hear how that gangbang story happened. Shit sound interesting. And then she was like, there's 3 stories, bruh. And I'm like, 3? You are wild. I'm down to hear them all. Go with the first one. And then she was like, oh, why you want to know so bad? And then I'm like, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it honest. I'm like, I'm a very curious man. As weird as it sounds, I want to know what was going on in your head. Like, and the thought kind of turned me on. Like, to be honest, I'm thinking like, she fine. Like, what? Like, dang, like, she really wanted to get gangbang? Like, but anyway, she was like, oh, there's nothing weird about it. I'm a very curious girl. Probably a little too curious sometimes. And then, I don't know. I was just saying some weird shit. I was like, oh, it'll be cool if you could turn your stories into a TV show or whatever. I was just thinking some weird shit. And then, let me see. She asked if I watched hentai or something, because I was like, oh, you should turn your ideas into a show or like write about it. And then I was like, nah, hentai's not my thing. Alright, so here's the story. She says, okay, so boom, I met this Dom on here, and Dom means dominant, It's referring to like BDSM, if you know anything about it. But Dom is like a dominant figure, like a man who's like takes the leadership role, in a relationship or whatever. And then she says, I met this Dom on here who I was involved with. She said, but basically he made all my gangbangs happen. So initially, he proposed the idea to me because I was curious about it, but nervous because I never had more than one at a time, okay? But I let my curiosity get the best of me, like always, and decided to do it. It was planned out like 2 weeks in advance. I bought a little outfit, did my hair and makeup, everything. I wish I still had the pics and vids, but I had met D at the hotel and I was taking shots of, I think, tequila. The more I drank, the less nervous I was, and ATP, it was just excitement and anticipation. I forgot what ATP stand for. But at the moment, now I was about to say at the moment, like, it doesn't matter. So if I remember correctly, the first time it was like 4 or 5 guys that came. When the first 2 got there, the outfit I had on exposed basically everything, and they couldn't keep their eyes off me. While we waited for the other ones to show up, they started playing with me, sucking and squeezing my tatas, eating my cooch cooch. I got so turned on with all these pickles in my face. I was gagging and being treated like a little toy, but I loved every minute of it. I couldn't believe I was being such a schmut and not giving a fook. They fooked me for hours and played with my cooch cooch. My cooch cooch was sore the next day, but it was in the best way. I couldn't stop thinking about it for like 2 weeks, and a month later, I wanted another one. And I'm like, this is why tequila is my go-to. And then I was like, oh, fascinating story for sure. And then I asked her, do you think after all the experiences that you had, you're able to keep a normal relationship? And then she said, yeah, for sure. And she said, if anything, she'll try to smut him out. So guys, this is, I don't know. To me, I find this story like unbelievable. I mean, like, man. And I don't know why I find it so unbelievable. I mean, no, that's the wrong term. It's believable. But it's just like, man, like, this happened and she's 23. She already experienced 3 of them and she's 23. Like, I wonder what was happening when she was in high school or in college. Like, she's fresh out of college, and then she's participating in these gangbangs. Like, what was going on in college and stuff like that? What was going on in high school? Like, and she's 23. Like, she still got years ahead of her. But the thing is, like, she's 23, single. She doesn't have a man yet. Like, this is a future mother. This is a future wife that already been gangbanged 3 times. And you know, the crazy part about it is that, like, the person that she might marry probably will never know her backstory. She will not tell the backstory to that person, I guarantee you. Especially if it's a person that really cares about, like, the past and, like, really, like, judges people. He is not gonna know. And that's the crazy part about it. Like, I want to know, like, tell me, like, leave a comment. Tell me, like, does a woman past really matter? So it's like, let's say you meet this fine girl, you know, she's cool. You kick it. You could talk to her. You could do almost anything, you know, practically everything with her. You know, the vibes is there. You talking. Everything's flowing, you know? And then she tells you, oh, in the past, like, you know, 5 years ago when I was younger, I got gangbanged 3 times, you know, 5 people. I had 5 pickles in my face. I was gagging on one. One was in my booty. The other one was in my cooch cooch. The other one was rubbing on my tatas. I was gagging on the other one. And then the last one, I was just staring at it, waiting for it. Like, and she tells you this story. Like, do you think you could be with her? Do you think you could stay with her? Like, would you accept her after that? Like, I don't think I can. I won't be able to. Even though that happened long ago, it's like, man, like, how can you let that happen? Like, what was, like, that's what I really want to know. Like, women who perform these gangbang activities, deep down, is it a root of loneliness, or do they like it? Because I know sometimes, you know, people, especially guys who who indulge in like pornography or have these like weird fetishes, it's because like sometimes deep down the root cause is because they're lonely, you know, they haven't had any play, so they dive deep down in these things. But like, for her to do that, does she just like, you know, sex so much that, you know, she just wanted to get gangbang? Like, she said she liked the feeling of being a smut, you know, not caring at all. But yeah, that's crazy. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. There's millions of guys out here, young, probably around her age, even older, that gets, you know, little to zero play at all, and she's out here fresh out of college getting gangbanged by the football team. You know, it was a random guy that she met online. You know, they probably got closer, and then that guy was like, okay, I got a couple of people that, you know, want to dig in your guts, like what's happening. And then, you know, she was all for it. So that's a crazy story. Let me know what you guys think. Like, is this a normal thing? Have you heard of, you know, a couple girls doing this? Can you accept a girl that did this in the past? And be sure to like and comment. You know, I'll be back with some more videos.